Call the meeting to order and ask you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Welcome to the October 13th County Commission meeting. I'd remind you to silence your cell phones. The meeting documents are on the end of the counter next to Commissioner Bender in a white folder. And if you need listening devices, Robert is in the front row and he can help you with that. Then we'll move on with routine business. Item number 1 is consider a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any additions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Item number 2 is approve the county commission meetings and the joint Minnehaha County City of Del Rapids meetings minutes from October 6, 2015. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any amendments? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Item number 3 is bills to be paid in the amount of $578,127.54. Is there a
Pay the
motion?
bills.
Second.
No comments. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Item number 4 is reports. Item A is the Minnehaha County Sheriff's Report for September 2015, and that is on file in the auditor's office. Item number 5 is personnel action. Item A is consider a motion to approve the routine personnel action. Is there a motion? So moved.
Approve routine action.
Is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Item number 6 is applications for abatement. There are none. Item number 7 is notices and requests. Item A is the East Dakota Water Development Notice of meeting 9 a.m. Thursday, October 15th. The EDWDD office, 132B, Airport Avenue, Brookings, South Dakota. Item number 8 is planning and zoning notices. There are none. Item number 9 is petition for compromise of lien. Jeff Barth.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We've got a request for compromise, DPNO 28849 in the amount of $10,162.49. It's in the name of a fellow mainly for medical services provided in 1992. He's asking for a compromise and release of lien in full with no payment. The actual compromise request is for $10,582.49 due to a motel bill that Human Services has recently paid but has not yet been recorded on the lien. The additional medical services were provided back in 2003 that were submitted to the VA, and we were paid by the VA for those things. The applicant owned a home on North Main. The home and property had a value of just under $26,000, but in September there was a fire and explosion that made the structure uninhabitable. The home was not insured. The applicant's sole source of income is veterans benefits of $1,300 a month, basically $15,000 a year. He has been paying $1,000 a month in hotel rent. City of Sioux Falls Office of Community Development is working with the applicant to identify a long-term housing option, and a representative of the city is here. Originally, that was intended to assist him in rebuilding a new small home on the same lot. As that was looked into, a major sanitary sewer line was identified that cuts through the property. Because of that utility, they don't want to have a building there. Based on this plan, the applicant has made a $50,000 contingency offer on a home on Lewis Avenue, and the Public Works folk intend to purchase the existing damaged home for $35,000. They would like to make the transaction giving him this other home, but we need to take care of this lien. And Madam Chair, Again, I would suggest that we allow the applicant or his representative or the city's representative to speak. They do not have to come to the podium. They don't have to stand up. They can speak from where they are about this.
Okay. Would the applicant or his counsel like to speak? You don't have to. And you don't have to come up there. You can just stand right where you are. You can sit right where you are. You don't have to identify yourself.
All right. Well, good morning, Commissioners. Yes, I'm from the City of Sioux Falls Community Development Office, and we are helping the applicant for this to get into a new home. He has made an offer on another property. It's a property that is a 469 square foot home. It's about based on the same size of home that he has now. With the dollars that the City Public Works Office is planning to purchase his existing property that was damaged with the 2-foot sewer line running underneath. We're requesting this to be dismissed because we need every dime we can to get him into a new property so he can basically have another home.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
Are there any questions?
Thanks.
Madam Chair, thank you. 469 square feet is very modest. And I think when you consider the fact that this was for medical care for a veteran and the other circumstances in his life, I'm going to make a motion to...
Commissioner Barth, can I read the motion for you?
Sure.
And then you see if you are okay with it?
Go for it.
Okay. Compromise and release a lien in full against DP&O 28849 and the real property legally described as Lot 1, Block 17, Summit Edition of the City of Sioux Falls in the amount of $10,162.49 with no payment, and compromise and unleash additional charges in the amount of $420 for the human service assistance that has been provided but not yet recorded against the DP&O 28849 and the real property legally described as Lot 1, Block 17, Summit Edition to the City of Sioux Falls with no payment.
Madam Chair, you took the words out of my mouth, and that is my motion.
I have a motion. Is there a second? I have a motion and a second. Any other comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Commissioner Barth. And thank you, sir, for your service. I am glad that we can give something back for what you have done for us. We'll go on to the next item, which is opportunity for public comment.
Madam Chair, I would like to say something under public comment if
Okay.
no one else comes forward. I just want to urge people to get vaccinated against the flu. I know a young woman who took her child to the doctor recently, and they weren't even asked if they wanted a flu shot. And I think it's a good idea for all of us, including us old people, Dick, hey, it's my birthday today. I can say that.
Young at heart.
Anyway, people should get their flu shots, and because people do die who don't get flu shots.
It's nice of you to care for Commissioner Kelly. Are there any other opportunities for public comment? Okay. We'll move on to regular business. Item number 10 is consider a motion to approve construction change order number 1 for a decrease in the amount of $70,902.70 to the contract with Asphalt Surfacing Company for project MC155 OL 15 overlay of County Highways 155 from County Highway 122 to the Lake County line.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jason Reeves, Engineering Supervisor with the Highway Department. A couple of project finishing items for you this morning. The first one is for our contracted overlay that we do every year. This was for 10 miles of roadway in the northwest part of the county. Asphalt Surfacing Company is complete with the project. It's been accepted by the Highway Department along with this final quantities, and yeah, it's a deduct of $70,902.70. Looking for your approval and signature.
Any questions for Jason? Commissioner Kelly?
Is the reason because of reduction in the price of the asphalt or quantity used or what?
Quantities on our asphalt job, I usually do a a little bit of fluff, if you want to call it that, because the roadway that we're overlaying can be a little different, as far as cross slopes, and we try to get an even 2% cross slope for the whole thing, so we might be thicker on one edge than the other because we want it to be a minimum of 2 inches, so it might be 2 inches in the middle and 2.5 on the outside, but that varies through the whole project, so I put a little fluff on the front end of it.
Contingency.
Yes, so that we're not overrunning. It looks better to underrun 70,000 than it is to overrun 70,000, even though we could probably afford it either way. It's still better up front, I guess. So, we get done, and that was what we came up with. I think it was about 800 ton short of I think 20,500 ton was the quantity for the project, and I think we were about 800 tons short at $60 a ton, and then some other various items. So that's why.
Is there a motion?
So move.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Item number 11 is consider a motion to approve construction change order number 1 for a decrease in the amount of $38,170.66 to contract with Asphalt Servicing Company for project number SEAL 2015 chip seal treatment on county highways 105, 109, 131, 133, and 141.
Good morning again. This is same thing as the last one, except for our chip seal on about 39 miles of roadway this summer. Once again, we were about 38,000 under, most of that under a little bit of quantity of oil, which is about $550 a ton. So if you underrun that even a few ton, it adds up in a hurry. Same contract with Asphalt Surfacing Company, same contractor. The contract is complete and has been accepted, and looking for final change order approval.
Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
Item number 12 is consider resolution to restore tax deed number 2590, record ID number 20846 to the former owner of record. Bob Letts.
Good morning, Commission. Bob Litz from the Auditor's Office. In the matter of the 2015 tax deed sale, there were 3 properties that the Commission saw fit to pull from the tax deed auction and allow a payment plan to be arranged between the Treasurer's Office and those respective owners. One of the plans, tax deed 2590, RDID 20846, came in Monday, October 5th and paid the arrears in full. Checks totaling $11,241.42 paid all taxes, assessments, interest, and costs owing on the tax deed, thereby redeeming the property. The action that I'm requesting now is to approve the resolution that is before you. Approval of the resolution will restore the property to the former owner and issue a quick claim deed to the same.
Are there any questions for Auditor Letts?
Make a motion to restore that property, and I do have a comment.
The motion.
Second.
Second. Commissioner Barth.
Bob, I'm really happy that this one seemed the least likely to be resolved of the 3 that you brought forward a couple weeks back. So thank you for your work to keep somebody in their own home. And I think sometimes people through cognitive issues, other health issues, or laziness get into this kind of position. And do we have any updates on the status of the other 2 properties?
I do not at this time. And then, you give me too much credit. Actually, Mr. Wilson here was involved in this action quite a bit, and I'd like to give him the credit that he is.
She opened the door for him, is this right?
It was a softball, Robert. Get up here.
Thank you, Robert.
Commissioner Robert Wilson with the County Commission Office. The only other thing that I would say on this restoration of tax deed that you have before you today is the family members of the former owner of record contacted both myself and contacted the Treasurer's Office through this process, and we're very thankful and very appreciative of the efforts that the county went to help keep these folks in their home. And I can tell you that moving forward, they are on an automatic payment plan, and so we are not going to deal with this issue again on this property. But there's been a lot of effort from the Commission Office, Treasurer's Office, and the Auditor on this one to to get it to this point, and we look forward to the opportunity to bring you similar news on the other two. We're not quite there yet, but hopeful.
Thank you. Commissioner
Robert,
Barnes.
so is there any updates on the other ones? Have you been in contact with them?
I don't have any updates
Okay.
for you today on that. I know the time frames that we had set out in the payment plans on those other two were a little further extended than this one is. So we'll keep track of that, and we'll update you as we have new information.
All right, thank you. Item number 13, did we vote on that? Okay, we had a motion and a second on consider resolution to restore tax deeds. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Item number 13 is Minnehaha County Liaison Reports. Are there any reports? Okay, item number 14 is new business. Is there any new business? Item number 14 is old business. Is there any old business?
It's Jeff's birthday today.
That's what I was going to say. I have a note on here. Birthday, Jeff. Happy birthday, Jeff. No other old business?
Talk about old.
And we have no executive session, so I would look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. We are adjourned.